Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Or if this is your first time here, a huge hello and thank you for tuning in today. I'm Amir Mirkarimi, IFBB Advanced Bodybuilding Training and Nutrition Coach. And today we are going extremely deep into one of the most widely used yet often misunderstood supplements on the market, melatonin. If you've ever found yourself staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m., struggling with brutal jet lag after crossing time zones, waking up exhausted despite going to bed early, or wondering whether that little pill is truly helping your body recover from training or daily stress. This is a video you've been waiting for. We are covering everything in thorough detail. The precise, step-by-step biological mechanism with full explanation of every technical term. The latest meta-analysis packed with real numerical results and what those numbers actually mean for your everyday life. Potential side effects with the most current 2025-2026 data. Real experiences from famous bodybuilders and celebrities. Exactly who benefits most as a target user. Detailed dosage protocols and how to use strategies. A comprehensive head-to-head comparison with other leading supplements in the sleep aid class. And practical takeaways you can apply immediately. This is pure science first. Every single claim is backed by clinical trials, systematic reviews, and meta-analysis. I'll explain every technical term clearly, so whether you are completely new to this or already somewhat familiar, it will make perfect sense. By the end, you will have a complete evidence-based playbook. As always, this is for educational purposes only. Please consult your doctor before starting any new supplement, especially if you have health condition or taking medications. Sounds good? Let's dive in slowly and thoroughly. Let's begin with the foundation. What exactly is melatonin and how does it work inside your body in detail? Melatonin is a hormone primarily produced by a small pineal-shaped gland located deep in the center of your brain. But its production is tightly controlled by your environment, especially light and darkness. Here is full mechanism explained step by step, so it's easy to picture. During the day, light entering your eyes activate special light sensitive cells in the retina. These cells send signals through the optic nerve to a master control center in your brain called suprachiasmatic nucleus, or SCN, which sits in the hypothalamus and acts as your body's central circadian clock. The SCN then sends inhibitory signals to pineal gland, keeping melatonin production turned off during daylight hours. When darkness falls, those inhibitory signals stop, and the pineal gland begins converting amino acid tryptophan through several enzymatic steps, first into serotonin and then into melatonin. Production typically starts rising in evening, peaked between roughly 2 and 4 a.m. and drops sharply by morning as light returns. Once released in your bloodstream, and even into cerebrospinal fluid around your brain. Melatonin travels and binds to specific receptors called MT1 and MT2. MT1 receptors mainly help initiate sleep by reducing alertness signal, lowering your core body temperature, and quieting wake promoting neurons. MT2 receptors are more involved in shifting the timing of your entire circadian rhythm, making them especially useful for jet lag or shift works. Beyond sleep signaling, melatonin is a powerful antioxidant that neutralizes harmful free radicals, protects cellular mitochondria, reduces inflammation by modulating cytokines, and even influences immune function and gene expression related to repair processes. It doesn't force sedation like many pharmaceutical sleeping pills. Instead, it gently resynchronizes your internal 24-hour biological clock while supporting cellular health. It's an incredibly elegant and multifunctional system, but modern factors like evening blue light from phones and screens, irregular schedules, travel, aging, and stress can dramatically suppress natural production, which is exactly why targeted supplementation becomes useful for many people. So, if our bodies already produce melatonin naturally, why consider a supplement? It's an excellent question. After the age 40, natural production can decline sharply, sometimes by 50 to 80% or more, like testosterone. Evening screen time suppresses production by up to 50% or greater in some studies. Supplements simply provide a precise, timed external boost to overcome these modern disruptions. Now, let's explain the benefits from the most current hard numbers and translate exactly what they mean for you. Benefit 1: falling asleep faster and improving overall sleep quality. A landmark 2013 meta-analysis of 19 randomized controlled trials involving over 1,600 participants found that melatonin reduced sleep onset latency, the time it takes to fall asleep, by average of 7.06 minutes compared to placebo, increased total sleep time by about 8.25 minutes, and improved overall sleep quality with a standardized mean difference of 0.22. While these might sound like small numbers, for someone who normally lies awake for 30 to 45 minutes every night, shaving off 7 to plus 10 minutes consistently can transform how rested you feel. More recent 2024-2025 dose response meta-analysis confirmed the effect strengthens with optimal dosing, peaking around 2 to 4 milligrams per day, and showing even better results with sustained release forms. One 2025 analysis on sustained release melatonin at just 2 milligrams demonstrated aesthetically significant improvements on gold standard polysomnography sleep lab measurements, including better sleep efficiency, reduced wake time after sleep onset, and meaningful gains in total sleep time. On the widely used Pittsburgh Sleep Quality Index questionnaire, scores improved by over 5.6 points in 28 days in some trials, a clinically noticeable shift from poor sleeper toward good sleeper territory. Benefit 2, conquering jet lag and resetting circadian rhythms. The well-known 2002 Kourtney review of 10 studies showed dose between 0.5 and 5 milligrams significantly reduced jet lag symptoms, with particularly strong effects when flying eastward across 5 or more time zones. Newer 2025-2026 reviews on delayed sleep-wake phase disorder reinforce that taking melatonin 3 to 5 hours before your desired bedtime can advance sleep timing effectively, shifting dim light melatonin onset and improving both sleep quality and daytime alertness. And benefit 3, support for shift workers, older adults in specific conditions. Shift workers using melatonin before daytime sleep report better sleep quality and reduced fatigue. In older adults where pineal function naturally declines, supplementation helps restore more youthful rhythms, even in conditions like Parkinson's disease. 2025 meta-analyses show improvements in sleep quality scores, especially at doses over 4 milligrams for short-term use. Additionally, melatonin's antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties helps lower oxidative stress markers, which supports recovery from intense physical or mental demands. This leads us naturally into fitness and performance angle. Let's talk specifically about bodybuilders, athletes, and recovery. Many elite lifters use melatonin strategically for deep, restorative sleep after heavy training sessions, and the science offers some fascinating insights. 6-time Mr. Olympia champion Dorian Yates, known as the Shadow, has been very open on recent 2025 interviews and podcasts about his protocol. He takes 20 milligrams of melatonin every night, describing it as essential not for just sleep, but for its potent antioxidant effect that combat the massive oxidative stress from years of intense training and contest preparations. He emphasizes that when used consistently and cycled thoughtfully, it supports recovery without suppressing the body's own production in long-term use. The supporting research, a 2007 randomized controlled study in Journal of International Society of Sport Nutrition, gave young trained men and women either 0.5 or 5 milligram of melatonin or placebo, followed by heavy leg press resistance exercise at 85% of day 1 rep max. In males, the 5 milligram dose significantly raised growth hormone levels and lower somatostatin, the natural brake for growth hormone, even before the workout. After training, both melatonin doses produce greater growth hormone responses compared to placebo. This suggests melatonin can amplify the natural anabolic hormone spike from lifting, potentially aiding muscle repair and recovery when sleep is optimized afterward. It's not muscle building miracle, but a smart recovery tool when combined with a proper training and nutrition. Beyond the gym, high-profile celebrities also rely on it. Kourtney Kardashian developed her Lemmy sleep gummies containing melatonin along with magnesium and L-theanine after seeing transformative effects on her own family's sleep, helping them fall asleep faster and wake more refreshed. Supermodel Karlie Kloss has publicly mentioned using melatonin drops during long-haul flights to minimize jet lag and stay sharp. Anthony Prosky from QI has shared how it helps maintain consistent sleep amid a demanding travel and filming schedule. These examples show practical, real-world application by people whose careers demand peak performance and fast recovery. So, who is melatonin truly best suited for as a target user? The evidence highlights several key groups who tend to see the strongest benefit. Individuals with insomnia or prolonged sleep onset. Frequent travelers dealing with jet lag. Shift workers who need quality sleep during unconventional hours. Older adults experiencing age-related decline in natural melatonin. Athletes and high-stress professionals seeking better recovery and growth hormone support. And people with circadian rhythm disorders, delayed sleep phase, or even certain neurological conditions like Parkinson's. Melatonin shines brightest when your issue involves timing or light-related disruption. It works most effectively when combined with excellent sleep hygiene habits, consistent bedtime, completely dark and cool bedroom, and avoiding screens for at least 1 hour before bed. If sleep problems stem primarily from anxiety, chronic pain, or untreated medical conditions, melatonin can help with the rhythm component, but should be part of a broader approach. Now, for the practical details everyone always asks about: dosage, timing, and exactly how to use it. The key principle is least is often more, and precise timing matters tremendously. Current dose response data points to an optimal range of 0.5 to 5 mg for most adults, with many experiencing the best balance at 1 to 3 up to 4 mg for general sleep improvement. Take it 30 to 60 minutes before your target bedtime, though some people benefit from taking it up to 2 to 3 hours earlier for better align with natural rays. For jet lag, use 0.5 to 5 mg at the bedtime of your destination, ideally starting a couple of nights before. Choose immediate release formulation if your main issue is falling asleep, or sustain extended release if you tend to wake in the middle of the night and struggle to return to sleep. The 2025 trial shows excellent all-night coverage with 2 mg sustained release. Take it on the relatively empty stomach for optimal absorption and use it consistently for several nights to help retain your circadian rhythm. Many users cycle it 5 to 7 nights on, followed by 1 to 2 nights off, although short-term studies indicate minimal tolerance develops. Important safety note: children, pregnant or breastfeeding women, and anyone taking blood thinners, antidepressant, immunosuppressants, or blood pressure medication should consult a physician first. Pediatric doses under medical guidance are typically much lower, often 0.5 to 3 milligrams. Of course, we must cover the full picture: potential side effects and long-term safety. For short-term use, melatonin maintains an excellent safety profile. A 2022 systematic review of studies using higher dose of 10 milligrams and above found no increase in serious adverse events. Common mild side effects such as headache, dizziness, nausea, or a slight next-day drowsiness occur in roughly 10 to 15% or fewer users and usually resolve quickly. Some people report more vivid dreams or nightmares, which typically diminish with time or dose adjustment. Longer-term data continues to evolve. A preliminary 2025 observational analysis raised a potential association between very long daily dose, for example, 1 year or more, in insomnia patients and higher odds of certain cardiovascular outcomes. But these were observational findings, not randomized controlled evidence. So, they show correlation rather than a proof causation. Experts generally still consider short to medium-term use at evidence-based doses very safe, but it's wise to periodically reassess with your doctor if using it for many months continuously. For example, 3 to 6 months. To help you make the best personal decision, let's do a thorough head-to-head comparison of melatonin versus other leading supplements in the natural sleep aid class. These are the most researched options that work through relaxation, rhythm regulation, and neurotransmitter support. Melatonin remains the evidence champion with well over 400 published studies. It excels specifically at reduced sleep onset latency by around 7 minutes on average, modestly increasing total sleep time, and powerfully resetting circadian rhythm for jet lag or shift work. Its unique strength is direct action on your internal clock, plus antioxidant benefits. Magnesium glycinate ranks a strong second over a dozen solid randomized trials. It works by supporting GABA activity, your brain's primary calming neurotransmitter, and relaxing muscles and the nervous system. Studies in older adults show it can reduce sleep onset by up to 70 minutes in deficient individuals and improve deeper sleep quality. It doesn't shift your clock like melatonin, but shines for tension, restless legs, or stress-related wakefulness. Many people stack 200 to 400 milligram magnesium glycinate with low-dose melatonin for synergic effects. And magnesium may even help your body produce more of its own melatonin. Side effects are minimal, mainly mild stomach upset at a very high dose. L-theanine, the calming compound from green tea, has moderate evidence from about 6 high-quality studies at 100 to 200 milligrams in the evening. It increases relaxing alpha brain waves, boosts GABA, serotonin, and dopamine without causing drowsiness or next-day grogginess. It improves subjective sleep quality and reduces anxiety-driven racing thoughts more effectively than it shortens sleep onset compared to melatonin. Excellent for stacking with melatonin, virtually no tolerance or safety issues. Valerian root has mixed but sometimes positive data from meta-analysis, with some trails showing reduction in sleep latency around 15 minutes. But results vary widely depending on extract quality and standardizations. It acts more like a mild helper sedative on GABA receptors. Inconsistent outcomes and occasional morning hangover feelings make it less reliable than melatonin for most people. Glycine, taken at 3 grams before bed, has promising smaller trails, showing it helps lower core body temperature, improves subjective sleep quality, and enhances next-day alertness and cognition with almost zero side effects. It complements melatonin nicely for non-hormonal support. CBD shows inconsistent results across large reviews for pure sleep metrics, though it may help when anxiety is the primary driver. And our overall verdict: melatonin has the strongest, most consistent evidence for circadian and sleep onset problems. Magnesium, L-theanine, and glycine frequently complement it beautifully for deeper relaxation without overlapping negatives. A popular effective stack used by many is 1 to 3 mg melatonin plus 300 mg of magnesium glycinate and 200 mg of L-theanine. Putting it all together, melatonin is your body's sophisticated natural circadian conductor, a potent cellular protector, and one of the most thoroughly researched tools available. It can meaningfully reduce time to fall asleep, extend restorative sleep, ease jet lag, support recovery, and promote overall rhythm balance, all with concrete numbers from meta-analysis backing the effects. When combined thoughtfully with companions like magnesium or L-theanine, results can be even more impressive. It's not a miracle, but used precisely, it's safe, effective, and transformative for many. And my practical takeaway for you: begin conservatively with 1 milligram tonight, 30 to 60 minutes before bed, in a completely dark, cool room. Track your sleep, mood, and energy for 1 to 2 weeks using a simple journal or app. Adjust upward gradually to 3 or 4 milligrams if needed. Experiment with sustained release or layering magnesium and L-theanine if relaxation feels like the missing piece. Always combine with a strong sleep habits. If benefits appear fantastic, if not, or if you have underlying health issues, work with your doctor for personalized guidance. Now, I really want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share with the community. What dose and form of melatonin have you tried? And how much did it actually help your sleep onset or quality? Have you used it successfully for jet lag, shift work, or training recovery? And what specific results stood out? Bodybuilders or athletes, what's your experience with melatonin for growth hormone support or overnight recovery? Have you stacked it with magnesium, L-theanine, Valerian root, or glycine? And how did the combination act compared to melatonin alone? Any side effect, like vivid dreams, grogginess, or other you've noticed? Or if you've never tried it, what question or concern remain after this deep dive? Your real stories and questions make this channel valuable for everyone. I'll read and reply to as many thoughtful comments as possible. If this in-depth episode helped you, please hit that like button. It helps reach more people who need this information. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you catch every future science-based episode on supplements, sleep optimization, and performance. Thank you so much for watching this full deep dive. Sleep deeply, recover powerfully, stay curious. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.